we're right into it. Get right into it. Go ahead, Cooper. Do what you do. Introduce.
What I do? Well, I'm trying to think of something good for these good fellas over here.
Our brothers and sisters in Christ.
Brothers in Christ.
Amen.
Amen, sister.
Our red-haired brother and sisters in Christ.
Yep.
Zeke and Maizey Mangum. We're happy to have them on.
Yes, we are. So what's it like to share a last name now? You guys are recently married?
Yep. It's the best thing ever.
What's been the greatest challenge?
Probably just like little things like Zeke has a hard time sleeping with me. Like
you worded that pretty bad.
Actually falling asleep.
Who is he okay sleeping with?
Good. Thank you
Myself.
for the clarification.
No, I get too hot.
Yeah,
like, she's a furnace. And
I'm like a really warm
struggle.
body, and like I'm always cold, so I like want to go to sleep with 100 blankets. And
Gotcha.
Zeke wants a fan on, and so I feel like that's been the only thing that's been like.
Okay, I have a question because I feel like I would not be good like that either. I like sleeping by myself.
Yeah.
But have you seen those? I've seen couples. They have like 2 separate beds, but they're like in the same room, like next to each
We had
other.
to talk about this. Zeke calls it a mega bed. Zeke wants to do it so bad. He
I
wants to
think
get
it's a great
2
idea.
queen mattresses, put them together, and just have one comforter, but like 2 different sheets. And I don't want to do it at all. And every single day, Zeke's like, we have to do this.
Well, here's what I like when I'm sleeping. I like, the feeling of like cold sheets or a cold pillow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I was sleeping before, I'd always switch sides in the bed. Like when I wake up in the middle of the night, switch sides
go
to
the
the
other
cold
side.
side, and I'd fall asleep super fast.
Right.
But now I can't do
yeah.
that because I even touch the other side and it's like 100 degrees.
Or
I sleep like a baby. I'm out all night.
I usually do too. Like
Yeah.
I hit my pillow and I'm out.
I'm out, yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I am.
And but I know what you're saying. Like even like it goes like I like to switch my pillow. So it's like
yeah.
cold side up. I think everyone does that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've had a big. Do you guys share a blanket too?
Mm-hmm.
You do share a blanket. See, that's where I think me and Bracken are good. We have totally fine sharing a bed, but we have our own blanket.
It's the sheets. So like
When we
don't
wake
sleep
up-
with a blanket. We sleep with sheets.
Right.
But like the underneath sheet, like the one that's below the comforter that's on top of you.
Right.
By the end of the night, I don't know how she does it, but it's always in like a ball.
Yeah, actually it is.
Like,
And
it
we
is
got
gone.
like the bamboo sheets, and
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
what
had
we
a
have,
problem.
too.
I've never had a problem until now, but like literally we wake up and like the sheets are like all in like a ball,
Really.
like on my side.
See, I grew up sleeping with sheets, bottom sheet, top
Yeah, me
sheet,
too.
right? I've always done that, but with 2 people, I can't do it.
Yeah,
I just cannot do it, so I have to have our own blankets.
we
And I
actually should
sleep-
try that.
It's way
That's not a
good.
bad idea.
I absolutely despise double sheets.
Like bottom
Like
sheet,
what do you
top
mean?
sheet.
Like silk bottom sheets?
So
and...
it goes like bottom sheet,
Uh-huh.
top sheet, and then like your blanket.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The middle top sheet, I hate it.
So you
So
just
you
like
just
sleeping
sleep
with the
with one?
comforter?
Yeah, bottom sheet and blanket.
That's all you want.
Yes.
So you don't do. So like we just have. That's actually what we have, and I don't like it. Zeke likes to do the sheet, and then just like the comforter, and that's it.
Like you
And
go to
I
the
want, like-
hotel, and
yeah.
they have that sheet,
Yeah.
and then it's like always tucked in. And you have to like
Oh, that's the
freaking
worst,
you're like up
bro.
cranking on
Why
it. trying to
I
get it
love
up.
that. Like
No.
for instance, if I'm ever like when I would go on a trip with just my mom and my dad, they would have a bed and then I would have my own, and I would just get in the center and just climb in. Like I wouldn't want to
Like
like take
between
all the
them?
sheets off. No, like
Oh, I
on
thought
my
you
own
said between
bed.
your parents. I'm like, what?
No, I wouldn't like strip. Like I wouldn't take the sheets off. I would like want them to be tucked in around me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that would drive me nuts. Like when like I get into a hotel bed and like they're all tucked in, dude, I'm kicking as hard as I can.
Dude, I got a
This is
cramp.
not
the
me.
other
Gotta
day,
loosen
though.
up a little bit.
Last
Yeah.
time I stayed at a hotel, I
like
was
it.
trying to kick it off. My legs started cramping up in there.
Yeah.
That's how like much tucked under.
And
It's
then you like
vicious.
feel
It's vicious.
overstimulated.
It was pretty tight.
Yeah,
It's
I do
vicious.
know that
It's
feeling.
vicious.
Sometimes if I have too many blankets on, I'll get like overstimulated, and then I'm just like, I need to get
And it
this
pisses
all
you
off
off.
of me. Yeah,
I just fury runs straight through my blood veins when that happens.
you're bleeding
But-
fury.
But listen to this. The worst thing. I'm not that bad, but Bracken's 20 times worse than me with this kind of stuff. She freaks out, has mental breakdowns when she like feels claustrophobic.
I do that too.
Like, yeah.
So badly. Like I'll
Oh my
literally like be like I have to get out of the situation.
Like if she's putting on like a
Yes.
shirt or anything.
Yes, that happens to me. If
Yeah.
it's like too much, I freak out.
I feel like you're pretty good at that.
Yeah, like a care less.
Putting on a shirt?
No, claustrophobic.
Oh.
So we're like,
Like, do you ever feel like that? Like, especially right now, like I think garments are like a transition, and like in the winter, having
Yeah.
like a lot of layers. Sometimes when I'm putting on all my clothes, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think, honestly, for me, garments wasn't a bad transition at all.
Really?
I have no clue why. I guess, guys a lot of time wear undershirts, I guess.
Yeah.
I think what helped us is because we went on missions. At least for me, I didn't start wearing garments till like 2 days before I left.
Is that when you went through the temple?
Yeah, like 2 days before.
Oh, really?
But
yeah,
because I didn't want to wear them, so I was like, I'm gonna wait as long as possible.
Really?
Yeah.
But then, like a church, like I always wore a shirt at least under my church shirt.
Yeah.
So then it was just like kind of normal.
Felt
and I
natural.
did that forever.
I was doing electrical work before I went through the temple, and then like halfway through that summer when I was working it, I went through the temple, and yeah, I felt that same kind of like hate for them for
Really?
a little bit because it was so hot, and you're out there and like because we were doing like underground stuff, so I was out there in like muck boots and standing in water to my knees and jeans and super hot, but you have to wear long sleeves and they're just sticking right to you.
Yeah. No, that's my only thing is I've always had like a weird thing with like I don't like love just like tight things on me, and obviously they're not like long sleeve, but sometimes when I'm like putting on a tight long sleeve and then I have like an undershirt, I've never done that, so it can be like feel like a lot of layers.
Gotcha.
But it's obviously gotten better because now I've worn them for like 5 months, but.
It's been 5 months.
Yeah, since I went through 4 September,
It's
October,
been about
November,
5 since you
December,
went through.
January. So 4.
4 or 5, yeah.
That's not bad. Guys, I wanted to bring this up because usually when I hear something throughout the day, I'm like, okay, I got to talk about the podcast.
Yeah.
So I've been reading a little bit. It's going to get heavy here and right now.
But
I got it. It's heavy on my brain.
Okay.
Dude, that freaking murder-suicide in Enoch or whatever, Utah.
I didn't hear about that.
You didn't hear about that?
Oh, wait. Though, like the murder? Oh, wait.
So basically...
I'm thinking of the Idaho one.
You're thinking the Idaho one.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So basically, what happened was in Enoch. Where is Enoch? It's in southern Utah?
Yeah, it's like right by Cedar City.
Right by
Okay.
Cedar City.
It's basically like a Nephi just out by Cedar City, like a bunch of new
Oh,
homes.
really? It looks beautiful. But anyway, this dude, I looked at a picture. So imagine, this picture of this family. Beautiful Mormon family.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, and like great look, like normal as can be. Like you could look at this picture and say, "Wow, they're a beautiful family."
Yeah.
What? 4 kids? 4
I don't
kids?
know how many kids, but
I think it was
5 kids.
5 kids?
5 kids in this family. Okay. Well, basically, and I don't know the details. The only detail I do know is that the mom or the wife was filing for divorce.
Okay. Like in the process?
In
They
the
weren't
process,
divorced yet.
yeah,
Okay.
she was in the process, but whatever happened, the dad killed everyone.
yeah, so he
And
shot.
then killed himself?
Yeah, so he shot his wife and all of his kids, and then he killed his mother-in-law,
Yeah.
Oh
killed
my
them all.
gosh.
and then he shot
Yes.
himself.
Was she
Yeah.
over there or something?
I assume so.
I guess like
He got go hunt for.
no,
I'm sure she was just. There, but
I'm sure they were all there, and obviously they
Stop.
haven't released a lot of details
Yeah.
yet because they
'Cause was
probably
it just
don't
barely?
know a ton. I think it's today or probably 2 days ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday. But yeah, like so. My question to you guys is: how does someone that looks on the outside look so normal? Like, what switches? Sure, divorce is a hard thing, but so many people to get divorced and don't kill their families.
well, I think
Literally.
to do something like that, you actually have to be like a sociopath.
Right.
And if you're a
100%.
sociopath, like, I don't know, like the whole thing with them is that they don't actually feel like normal people do. That's why they're able to do such heinous things.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like you just have to be so messed up in the head that
Right.
you can kind of put on a front, but it's not like faking it. It's really just like, it's just who you are. Like, think of like a Ted Bundy.
Yeah. Right.
Like, the dude obviously was horrible,
Right.
but everybody thought he was normal.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Similar to like the people in Hollywood, like you hear about.
Yeah.
Like on the outside, they look normal and like they're making a ton of money. They live awesome places. Like they have every reason to like have a happy, good life.
And then
But
they
then
are
you think-
so depressed.
Yeah,
and
you hear
things
about
like that
stuff.
happen where they commit suicide and stuff like that. It's really sad.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
agree with that. It's like mental illness. I don't know.
It's so crazy to me, like, and it's taken away. Like, I think that too. He had to be a sociopath.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a coward, a disgusting human being. But like, part of me thinks like, well, it had to have been triggered by something, right?
It had to have been.
So I'm guessing like possibly the wife threatening to take the kids, threatening divorce. I'm
Yeah,
guessing
maybe that
that's what
control
triggered
factor.
it, right? So that's where I started thinking today, like, in no situation should you ever put so much emotional weight on another person.
Yeah.
Like, I should never put, for example, let's say, my entire mental stability on my wife, on my dad, my mom, my sister, whatever it may be. Because if something goes wrong with that person, let's say that person doesn't want to be with you anymore. Let's say that person dies. Let's say that person cheats on you, or whatever it may be. I think that's a trigger to something. And I'm not saying that's what happened with this guy, but I was thinking that's why it's so important to not put your mental stability on another person and have your mental stability be probably on yourself, but like I think put your mental stability on Jesus or God, right? 100%. I mean, you can't kill Jesus. You can be pissed at him. You can. I'm just saying.
They did.
They did.
Can't anymore.
I mean, I can't. Okay, like, but what I'm saying is like people get mad at God all the time, right?
Yeah.
Let's say my mental stability is on God, and like I've never been like mad at God. I don't know that sensation because I don't care. But I'm just saying, like, think if that guy truly had his mental stability, and all the weight on Jesus' shoulders, and maybe not his family's. Yeah. Dude. He can't kill Jesus.
100. Yeah.
But obviously he can kill his family.
Obviously.
Wait, so are you saying, like, instead of being mad at his family, he'd be mad at Jesus?
Wouldn't that be better?
I think he's saying, like, put his, like, find his happiness through Christ.
Yeah, instead of,
because, I mean, for how I'm understanding it, and correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, other people can let you down.
Yeah.
But Christ can't.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Christ can't, and even if he could, if like let's say,
even if like life goes wrong and you put that
right,
on
even
him.
if I were to say this is all God's fault, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Kill God?
Yeah.
No, I can't. Right?
Yeah.
So
no, I agree with that. I feel like your life's so much better. I feel like I sort of had an issue with this when Zeke like came up for his mission. I feel like I put too much. Like, I let my emotions get too affected by what Zeke was doing, how we were. So, like, if we were in a bad state, it wasn't like I could just be like, oh, we need to fix this. It was like my whole day, my whole everything, all my thoughts were, like, ruined. But now it's like, I feel like after kind of, I mean, getting older and, like, working on it a little bit, it's like, if there's something between us or something, I'm fine. Like, yeah. And, like, it sucks, so, like, you want to work it out, but it's like, I'm fine. Like, I can go about my day.
It's not like the only factor that goes into like, if you're okay.
If I'm happy, or it's not like this. It's like I'm like this no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I feel like it's scary when you can't control someone else. You can't at all. So like to put all your energy and not energy, I guess just like your emotion into them.
Yeah, the emotional stock.
It is dangerous, 100%.
I think it goes to like if you aren't happy before you're in a relationship, you aren't going to be happy in a relationship.
Totally.
Like, kind of like with that guy, like his mental stability
was obviously
like probably wasn't in the best place before. Yeah. Anyway, and then like you guys were saying, just put that all on her, and then when she said divorce, she's going to get a divorce or whatever.
I'm sure he just wanted to control. Like, was just like, I can't do this. I would rather all of us were dead.
That was his way of controlling the situation.
Yeah. That's really sad.
Yeah, I think it'd be really, really hard to understand exactly. I think it's impossible to understand what goes through somebody's brain like that.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't even try to start to think, well, this is probably why, or it's just, like, you just have to actually be crazy to do something.
Well, I think something's messed up in their head. Like, not everything's clicking up there.
Something has to be.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I just can't fathom it, like you said. In the end, you cannot
can't
fathom.
Really, like, you can't even,
No, it's insane.
And, like, the Idaho ones were crazy, too.
See, this is one I don't know a ton about.
Dude, it's weird.
The only
They're weird
thing
like that.
I've heard is, like, how he'd kill them. Just, like he slit a couple of their throats, I think.
See, like, I don't even know. Like, I've just been hearing it.
So, what happened was, the guy, so he was studying, like,
criminology.
Yeah, criminology.
The killer,
in Washington.
right?
The killer, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like getting his PhD, or
he's
not
really
PhD,
smart.
or like master's in it, or some higher level education. And yeah, just obviously crazy dude, but like, you didn't even know him. It sounds like
he did like random.
It was legit, like just serial killer.
Because he wasn't from Idaho.
No,
Did he have like any ties?
His family lives in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
they live in Pennsylvania. And okay, it's gone. Yeah, his family lives in Pennsylvania. Do you guys know Trevin Zobel?
Yeah.
So he apparently, like, where him and his wife live is like right by where his parents live, and that's where they arrested him. So they found him in Pennsylvania.
That's crazy.
And apparently they like knew who it was the whole time. Is
the parents
what I
knew?
heard? Not the
the
probably
police.
the police knew the whole time, but they were just like waiting for him to slip up with something. This is what I heard. I don't.
Okay,
I don't
slip
completely
up,
know.
like, we'll wait for to kill someone else.
Yeah.
Not kill somebody, but like just basically have enough proof where he couldn't just like go out on bail.
Well, apparently,
that's what it was. What I heard.
Apparently, he like left just like a ton of evidence, and they were saying that they don't think that he planned to kill all 4 of them, and that he just ended up. They were saying, like, I mean, obviously it takes a lot of like energy to stab 4 people.
Yeah.
And they were saying that he like he left a lot of evidence behind, and that they don't think that he was planning on killing all 4 of them and just kind of had to. And that's.
Were they all together?
They were all sleeping
In the same room though, or did
There's
he like?
two,
Hit
so it was like
know.
a boyfriend and a girlfriend were in the same room.
Okay.
And then the other 2, I'm pretty sure, were in separate rooms.
Didn't
They were
one of
all on
them
the main level.
survive? Didn't her roommate survive and she like saw him and she was awake?
See, that's where
I
I'm
heard
confused.
one of
Like,
that. Like, it's weird.
there's no way in hell is someone going to kill me with a knife if I'm like in the same room. Like, okay, well maybe they'll kill me, but like I'm going to kick the shit out of them.
That's,
you know what I mean?
That's what I was talking to my mom about. I'm like, I don't know, because I've never been stabbed before. But if someone stabs me, I still think I could, like, I got, like, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute maybe, to, like, do some damage.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I don't know. I think if you're dead asleep and somebody comes up and slits your throat, I think you're
Or
pretty
like
done.
that.
Slits your throat is a different story.
That's what I'm
It's like-
talking about.
Yeah.
Like, they all had to be asleep, right? That's what the kind of the point I was
I
trying
don't
to
think
make.
he just went up and stabbed him in the arm.
I know.
is my
I
guess.
just.
But like,
was-
I'm pretty sure he slit most of them in the throat, and then there's like supposedly one girl where she like was stabbed a bunch of times, and so they thought the attack was more targeted towards her just because all the others were killed like the exact same, and she was the only like outlier out of all of them.
Unless she put up like a struggle, like a fight.
Yeah, maybe she
maybe
woke up or
she
something
did.
like that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
yeah, that's
I
what,
haven't
that's
heard
when
enough
we were
to
in
really.
California. That's what I was listening to on the TV.
Really?
Is that
It was
there was 4 of them, and then one of them had different knife entry
different.
wounds than the
But
others.
it was a party, right? Like they went to a they were killed at a party.
I don't.
So
I
how the
literally
hell?
don't know.
They were killed when they were sleeping.
Okay, but there was a party involved or something, right?
Yeah,
Because
they were at a party the night before.
Bracken just said they're at a party on the night before.
Do you know like more?
A little bit.
Why don't you just come on and talk?
Not much.
Special
Here, you
guest.
sit here.
Like basically,
Here,
what I
we
know
can-
is they threw a party. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it was at their house or like near them. Like it was a and then yeah, it was like that night they got murdered. There was 2 roommates who didn't get killed, so there's 6 people total in the house.
Okay, and that's what I heard was that some people like didn't get killed and like one of them was awake or something.
Yeah, apparently. So it just came out. One of them heard one of the girls crying.
Yeah.
And then saw the guy leaving.
Yeah.
But then what I heard is that she basically just went and locked herself in her room.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So like they don't really know why she didn't call the cops.
Yeah, or like
but-
anything.
So they don't know.
So it's like weird.
So, but how there are no connections? Like
I
there
don't
has to be.
know.
This got to be some weird cult
It's
thing. or
really
something.
weird.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And
I
he
mean,
did a
he's-
lot of things. He was like on Facebook groups and he was like guessing how they got killed. Like I heard a lot of that and
When I
weird
heard like
things.
in one
he
of
did
his
a-
classes in at Washington or whatever school he was at in Washington, he was like talking about like
Like how?
different ways to like murder. And
Yeah.
He like posted a TikTok on it.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, basically saying what he thought happened.
Yeah,
Dude.
like
I'm
a bunch
pretty sure I
of
saw.
weird
I'm pretty sure I heard
things.
something like that, but I'm sure he's just another crazy guy who is studying criminology and probably was just like, I wonder
how I could get away with it.
if I could get away with it. Kind of just really just a crazy dude.
Well, I feel like this case is hard too because I feel like it got so exploded to the media that I feel like there's so many things that are probably just completely
I know.
made up that
That's
have
how
just
I
been told
felt.
so many times.
Yes, that I just am like hearing a bunch of things.
So like maybe everything I said wasn't even true, but that's what I've heard.
People in the comments are gonna be like, "You guys are idiots."
All I know is that Netflix is loving this right now. All they're seeing is dollar signs, bro.
They're just ready to make a
Now it's just like
documentary.
another murder.
Yeah.
Get Zac Efron in here.
Yeah, that's
Why would Zac Efron take that? Like,
Oh, why
job?
wouldn't you?
I wouldn't want to like
when he was Ted
be
Bundy.
The actor for Ted Bundy. Yeah.
It's art, bro.
He said.
See, I don't think it's art. So
my friend that I went to, she went to like the premieres. I can't remember what it's called, like at Sundance or something, and he was there. Him and like Lily Collins came out after they watched it, and he said that the role was like actually really dark. And it like took him a minute afterwards to kind of like get out of.
Well, it's like that whole Heath Ledger thing.
Yeah,
like,
that dude literally killed himself.
Yeah, or like Jim Carrey, dude. When you watch some videos of Jim Carrey after he's been done playing some of his roles, he actually is kind of like a scary.
Yeah, right, it's like
personality.
It's like method acting or whatever, right? Where they act. I could be completely wrong, but it's like where they actually become the character.
Yeah.
Like on and off set.
Yeah.
It's like who's the guy who played Elvis?
Oh, Austin
Butler.
Okay,
yeah,
that's weird.
He said like.
He's like still pretending to be.
So long. Well, I'm sure he's not completely pretending. Like, but he did it for so long, like working on his role that they're like every role that you do kind of like becomes part of you. Like, your mind starts to think that's actually who you are.
Yeah.
See, that's
Which
why.
I get that, but I feel like
No, go for it.
I feel like he's taken it too far. Like he's like, I'm Elvis, and it's like, no, you're not. And like I get it when it first came out.
And I don't know the extent of it, what he's doing. I just know I read something that he said that, which I feel like would make sense. I feel like if you went 4 years like trying to really get in the mindset of I need to be just as much like this person as possible.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean think like you spend 1 year with a group of friends. Next thing I know, like a new group of friends, I'm saying all the stupid stuff that they came in saying.
Yeah, you just pick up, you know.
Yeah, and that's not even like purposely trying to change who I am. So
well, and him and Elvis did have a lot of similarities, like both of their moms died and stuff like that.
Huh.
I just feel like it's been a while.
That's interesting. These actors, that's what I'm saying, going back to sociopaths, there's gotta be, they want to be something they're like not because they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Or something, because there's a very, very select few actors that I wouldn't consider psychopaths in some shape or another.
Actually,
like seriously, no, I'm serious. Like you have to be crazy to perform at that type of level to be someone you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Tom Cruise, I've heard crazy stuff about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Scientologist.
Yeah.
He's a Scientologist.
Sold his soul.
He sold his soul to the whatever alien race. I better be careful. They're gonna come and get me if I.
Probably. Yeah. And I don't know what is he, like 60 something?
He's up there.
And he looks like he's 25.
He's starting to look pretty old in some things you see him in now.
But still, I mean,
the amount of plasticity.
He doesn't look like he's 60, like he's my grandma's age, I think.
Yeah, that takes me really crazy.
Yeah, and then they like compare the two, like it's like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
But I had a question for you, Zeke.
Let's hear it.
Kind of lighten up the mood a little bit here.
Yeah, let's get off of the serial killers.
But I know you guys have had this ongoing debate for a while, and I just want to hear your side on this.
Okay.
On who's better.
Oh my god.
Ronaldo or Messi?
Oh my god.
I think that it's pretty solidified now. I don't really think there's much more to debate.
Yeah, Ronaldo did take the cake.
I mean, one of them's playing in Saudi Arabia in a team that hasn't even made it to the Champions League for Asia, and the other one is just won a World Cup.
So I know nothing about soccer.
Hey, I'm just saying, he's making $325 million a year.
Dude, I'm not saying he didn't make the better financial decision. I just feel like, you guys talked about this. I listened to the one with Thiago. So, he was saying,
Thiago's brother, man.
He's obviously a big Cristiano fan, right?
I'd hope so.
He was saying, like, after all that Ronaldo's earned and everything, now you come to a point where you just play for legacy, because he already has all the fame, all the money. He's already made that, and he was saying he didn't think that he would go to Al Nassr because he had that and it wouldn't make any sense for his legacy. Mm-hmm. And you guys were telling him that he actually had, and he didn't know that yet. But that's where I kind of look at it, as I'm like, okay, so one of them has like completed his legacy, and the other one who already has more money than he'll ever need. It's like, my best option right now, because I can't go forward my legacy in an actual soccer, like in a soccer way. I'm gonna go take an insane contract, which is awesome.
Yeah,
I would take it. I mean, in a heartbeat. But also, if you already have that much money, I feel like at that point, what would be more fulfilling is like,
right.
Hear me out.
If you had the choice,
I'm gonna be devil's advocate here for a sec.
Okay, let's hear it.
Think of it from this perspective. Ronaldo already has done everything. He's like, I've done all that I need to do. I've proved everything. I know I'm the best. I'm just go down here to this team in Saudi Arabia, take my $85 million a year, and just make bank. I have nothing else to prove.
I think it's $200 a year.
Or 200.
It's up there,
yeah. I think it's 200. But
that's crazy.
And then Messi, on the other hand, is like, freak, I got to catch this guy. I got to stay on my good team, win some more World Cups or whatever the freak soccer things are called, and just keep going.
Well, I'll play devil's advocate to that. So when you said like catch him, so first off, if you're talking strictly statistics, Ronaldo should be scoring significantly more goals and getting way more assists now that he's playing in a worse league, right? Like if you're playing Pee Wee baseball right now, like you're out playing City League, like kids who are in 7th grade, you're probably going to destroy everybody, right?
True.
But if you went into the MLB and you were playing, you're probably going to look like a sore thumb out there. Yeah, I feel like that's how it is. Like, if you're looking to pad stats, it would be way smart to go to, like, a worse team. But if you're saying, like, oh, I've already proved everything, I need to go catch him, well, Messi is coming up on his 8th Golden Ball, which is, like, the best soccer player in the world. Yeah, Ballon d'Or. So, Golden Ball, he won a FIFA World Cup. Ronaldo still hasn't. Ronaldo has 5 Champions Leagues, which is a lot, but Messi's right there. Within the first 1,000 games, Messi scored more goals and had way more assists. So actually looking at the stats, like it's pretty black and white.
But I see when it comes to legacy though, I think Ronaldo's legacy goes way beyond football. Like way beyond football. Living in a country where he's from, to see like kids that don't have too many footballers to look up to in comparison with like Argentina. Mm-hmm. Like they have what's his name? He died during doing drugs. But he's really good. Like Argentina has a lot more people coming from Argentina, right? They have a lot more to look for.
Are you talking about Maradona?
Yes. I mean, they have like all these incredible footballers. Where Portugal's always had good footballers, but like someone like Cristiano Ronaldo come out of Portugal, some rinky-tink, country. I think his legacy goes way beyond football in the fact that the kids and like the people and like the adults, everyone looks up to this man.
Yeah.
I think. When I say, because obviously I don't play soccer, I never have. I like soccer now that I've lived in a place that adores, soccer. But like I said, his legacy goes way beyond football. Like you can't argue the stats, because Messi's stats in a lot of ways are higher and show a lot more than Ronaldo's. But then again, it's like, how do you compare stats in the long run? Because there is still a lot, like, teams are a big part of it, and playing styles is a big part of it, right? But like there's no doubt that Messi has scored more and like all this stuff. But I think I said my final point being that I think Ronaldo's legacy goes way beyond football.
No, and I do want to like make sure I say I like Ronaldo too,
and I like Messi.
I think he's awesome, but like I think you're comparing like the two greatest people to ever do it, in my opinion. Like Messi is a better football player, but
like if you're going start,
if I'm going to build a team around one of the two, I'm always going to build it around Messi.
And I would too. Yeah. Like if I were to take away all biases, I'd do the same thing. He's a better team player. He's a better.
But when you're looking at it on like the scale that Creighton's looking at, like Portugal in population and size compared to a country like Argentina, it's very different. That's like comparing like a 6A school to 2A school. Like Portugal's way smaller.
Right.
So in that sense, like having the same type of like football culture behind it and stuff like that, Ronaldo definitely is more of like a special scenario.
Right.
But like, and I'm impartial to Messi too, like, or partial because I've always liked him. He's my height. I've always been way short, and he's the best guy to ever do it. And he's like, they say he's 5'7", but he's for sure like 5'6".
Yeah.
So
they always lie.
Yeah, it's like. So I've always looked at him that way. Creighton's always has looked at Ronaldo in the past because like he served his mission there. I'm sure if I served my mission in Portugal, I'd have different feelings about Ronaldo too. But no, they're the two best to ever do it. I think people trying to say that one of them's not like one of the two best is absolutely like ludicrous. They're both incredible.
Have you guys like seen this stuff on TikTok? Like all the videos of Messi like being really awkward.
No.
There's like so many videos of Messi.
I saw the Salt Bay one where he's just being a weirdo.
Oh, Salt Bay being weird. Yeah.
So, did you not hear about that?
No, I've heard way about it. My entire For You page is like.
I get so many videos of Messi just being so awkward, and so many people. I think that they're just joking, but they like think he's autistic. They'll like put
Maybe
him
he
doing,
is.
They'll like put him doing the weirdest things, and they'll be like, "Is Messi autistic?" And it's so funny.
A lot of the top people in whatever field they are have Asperger's, like all the time.
Oh, 100%.
Best chess player in the world is like pretty far on the spectrum.
Richest man in the world has Asperger's. Elon Musk has Asperger's.
Yeah, like it's just to obsess at something and be that good at it.
Yeah, you
a
have
lot of
to
the time
kind of
have something.
Yeah.
A little not like everybody else in your brain, which just helps you. So.
Yeah, it's better to not be like everyone else, or you wouldn't be in that position.
Yeah.
Like Cooper, for example, is really good at going to the gym. I mean, there might be something.
I mean, if you're putting me in the same boat as Elon Musk, I'll take it.
Messi.
Yeah, you're in good company right there.
I don't know how far this boat's going, but it's
this boat's traveling the world, man.
But dude, he's traveling out of this world, bro.
Mars.
We're going to Mars, boy.
Okay, you can't loop yourself in the same category.
Me and you.
There's no we with you and.
Dude, come on, man. Me and Elon we're good buddies. Just got off the phone with him a couple hours ago.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, but oh man, I was gonna say something too. Oh yes, I see. I served on my mission. I served with a guy from Argentina. Mm-hmm. The man didn't even like Messi.
Oh, you said he's from like the rival club.
Yeah, so he's
Rosario, right?
Yeah, yes, and so he doesn't even like Messi. So I started to serve with this man. Shout out Elder Moreno. I know you're not listening to this. Also, you need to reply to my text, brother. But Elder Moreno. I remember when I first started serving with him. Oh, interesting though. Elder Moreno, when I picked him up to serve with him, I picked him up from Lisbon. I was serving in Porto. And he came actually from the island where Ronaldo's from.
Really?
So I was like, cool. I think the first question I asked him, I said, how is it being from Argentina and serving in Ronaldo's homeland? Like, literal town, like city. And he's like, oh, I don't even like Messi. And I was like
a hater.
I was like, what the frick, dog? But I guess he was like where Messi started was the opposite club of whatever in Rosario.
Funny. That's crazy because for me it's like even if I don't like somebody, when it comes to actually like country stuff,
right?
It doesn't matter if it's like my worst enemy.
Oh,
it can
yeah.
be like a rock paper scissors competition, but if it's the United States going up against somebody,
like if Joe Biden's competing, you're cheering
I'm putting
for him.
all pride aside, and I'm like, well, I guess that's actually a lie. I'm putting all pride in, and I'm like, okay, dude,
right.
Let's freaking win this thing. I don't care who it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, the US.
Like, screw LeBron James, but if he's in the Olympics, freaking let's go, bro.
Yeah, give me a jersey. I'll wear it the entire week. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I get that. So I want to hear something very quick from you guys. You guys are a young couple, young and lots of potential. What's the end goal?
Like, in what sense? Like, how deep do you want us to get? Because I mean, like, I think end goal is obvious. Like, obviously, like
leaving exaltation
life,
out
right?
of it.
Okay.
Leaving exaltation. What is your end world? Okay, let's say this. What is your goal? Where do you want to be at in 15 years?
Like 5 kids. I want
5 kids.
We want to have 5 kids.
That's awesome. Respect. So do
I think this is gonna sound like pretty Pinteresty, but like doing what I want, like when I want, with who I want, and really just being able to spend a lot of time with my family. 15 years. That's kind of like the end goal.
Specifically, we have a few goals. We want to really, really bad be able to move to Hawaii for just like a few months. We want to have like a beach house out there that we'd be able to like have family come visit, live out there for a bit, like with our kids. We think that'd be really cool. And then I have a big goal. I really, really want to go to like within the next. I wouldn't say like 15 years. I'd say like 10 or 5. But I really, really want to go to Jerusalem and like see the Sea of Galilee, Garden of Gethsemane, all of that really, really bad. But yeah, just like kids, for sure, living the life we want to live. I mean, we want to kind of retire at a younger age for sure. But yeah.
And like retire in the sense of not like stop working. I feel like people say retire and that's what they think.
Just more we just want to have that enough like passive income to be able to
like zero pressure to go out and grind.
Yeah, no, I mean just like more like the
self-sustaining
flexibility.
grind.
Yeah, exactly. Like the just freedom to pick what you do. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, and to like try out a lot of our dreams and like stuff like that, like start random companies and stuff like that. I feel like I wanted to do. You don't want to do that?
No, yeah.
Just like pick up random hobbies, random stuff like that. I feel like would be cool to be able to do that.
So what's a hobby you guys have wanted to get into?
I don't really know.
I have a bunch. I'm always wanting to do a bunch of different things.
What's
one thing I've always liked, and I don't know how to do it. I feel like in Salem and just Utah County and probably a lot of other places, but there's like a lot of wannabe cowboys. Mm-hmm. Definitely not one of the wannabe cowboys that actually acts like I'm a cowboy, but like I think every guy like low key kind of wants to be like a cowboy.
Yeah, Zeke wants horses.
I think having horses would be sick. I don't have any idea what I'm doing. Like I know how to get on a horse and ride, but like to actually take care of horses and stuff like that, no idea. But that's something I think would be fun to learn. I want to learn how to like. I think having a boat would be fun too, like with the family
just
and
all
stuff like that. Just hobbies like that would be cool. I think just learning Spanish better than I know it too. That's like a big kind of hobby that I want. But coaching soccer too. That's
at what level?
I mean, I'm not smart enough in it to like probably do anything huge, but
like high school level?
High school. Yeah, high school. If I could ever coach college, I think that would be awesome. But
that would be pretty dope.
That's definitely not something that I'm like expecting. So,
what about you guys?
I think mine's similar to yours. I think just in the sense, like, I just want, like, unlimited freedom.
Yeah.
And I think to achieve that, like, obviously you have to have, like, a lot of money to be able to do that. So, like, in my life, I just want the freedom to, if I want to travel somewhere, go travel somewhere.
Yeah.
If I want to go, you know, on a cool hunt or something, or do the things I like, things I enjoy, I can just go. I don't have to... You know, maybe I'd have to worry about it a little bit, but, like, I wouldn't have to worry about, like, seeing if I could get time off from a boss. Or,
for sure.
And I want the freedom to live where I want, with the house I want to live in.
Yeah.
And all those activities. And I think the key to that, you know, obviously is having a good income. So, just being able to get to that point and then just having that freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want.
Yeah,
and I think with that, too, like, it's not even just having a good income. Like, it definitely helps, but just... I think a lot of people try to live what they want to be their life way too early, and they make super poor financial decisions, but also just like life decisions. And if you're just willing to like put your head down and not buy all the things you want, go on all the trips you want, and like I guess work in types of jobs that you don't necessarily love for a shorter amount of time, it just compounds into the future.
Yeah.
But what about you?
Dude, I just don't want that boss ever again.
That's exactly how we feel.
Ty Basham's been too bad, or what?
No, my dad's an awesome boss. He's actually the best boss in the world. But I just don't want to work for anyone.
Yeah, that's exactly how we feel.
I want to, dude. If I had $1 billion, no, even I have like $5 right now.
If I had $5.
No, but I genuinely, wholeheartedly want to own a gym. I really
that
want
would be
to.
so cool.
I really want to own a gym. I think it's part of you want to as well.
Yeah, that's part. Yeah.
You guys think you're ever gonna do any business venture that you don't do together?
We'll see.
We'll see. I feel like you guys make a really good team, though. I feel like you guys like, what's the word? What's that? Like almost
complement each other.
Yeah, really well.
They're like a good married couple. Like they
seem
like
the three of you.
They're a better married.
They put. I mean, but like a partnership in business, just like a marriage, you got to put your partner first, or else things just crash and burn.
Well, and I think first of all, I guess we'll say like one thing that's why it works so good is because. Like, it's really because the three of us, I'd say. Because the three of us, we get along so well that we can just... obviously, I'm with Bracken 20... Like,
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
If I could be with her more, I definitely would.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we are totally fine. Like Cooper can be with us anytime, and we're like still 100%. It just feels good, you know. So, like, and another thing, like I've never had a brother, right? But like I feel like the relationship I've developed with Cooper is like the closest thing I've ever had to a brother.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and it kind of goes well with like being a business partner or whatever it may be, because we bounce off each other really well, and we're not scared to tell each other how it is.
100%.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and it's like it's super open, and like if we're pissed at each other, we are totally fine to be in the same room and just get over it.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. No, and I think that that's important, that it's like all three of you and that you two have a good relationship. It's the same thing with like Zeke's business partner, Braden. I like love him so much, and it's never like if it's Braden calling, it's like, oh, answer it. Do you know what I mean? It's like not. Yeah. And
another thing that I love about like our dynamic even is like Cooper's, and I love this too. Cooper's not afraid to say, and I wish if all friendships could be like this, the world would just be amazing. Like if he doesn't want to do something, he'll straight up tell me like, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
Cool. I love that, because now I don't feel like you just be there because
you want him to be,
So he'll tell me all the time, but the way I get around that, even if I want him to do something, I just have Bracken call Cooper and he'll do it.
Okay, Bracken.
Cooper does whatever Bracken says. So.
That's really funny.
Crane's wife angry, so.
That's so funny. Oh, that's
So I'll be like, if I know Cooper won't want to do something, or
he'll always just like, Bracken,
can you call Cooper
and ask him to come over.
It's so funny.
That's really funny.
I feel like we just like make each other's ideas happen too.
Yeah.
Like all this kind of stuff we started up, like I don't know, this might be kind of bold to say, but I don't think it would have got started up without like each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of just because like we'll have like an idea or something, and we'll either be like, oh, that's gay, like don't do that, like don't waste your money on that, or we'll be like, oh, this is awesome, like let's get this registered and get going on.
Or like, awesome. For example, today's example was I bought a pair of shoes, and Cooper's like, those are the gayest shoes I've ever seen. You did not actually buy those.
I legit thought he was messing with me. Like, no, I thought he was pranking me.
I was like, no, I bought them.
What do they look like?
Like they're definitely not my style of shoes, but I just wanted them.
Yeah.
What are they?
They're Nike Blazers.
That's sweet.
They're
are they
cool.
high tops?
Yeah.
Are they the white ones?
They're
or
like
black?
With pink laces.
They're white. It has like that pink right there, like a pastel pink laces. But they come with tan laces. I'm gonna put the tan laces on.
Dude, who cares? The pink laces are cool too.
They are cool, but but they're cream laces.
So
it's like a cream leather and cream laces with like a pastel green.
Dude, swoosh. I like the Blazers. The only reason why I won't get the Blazers is because everybody tells me they're such a pain in the butt to get on your feet.
I've had mine for over a year now, and they're finally loose enough that I can slide them on without struggling.
Yeah.
They still don't just slip on. I still have to push in.
For me, it's like I'm so lazy with little things. I do everything for ease. Like I went grocery shopping today.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I bought was
only freezer meals.
Dude, they're so convenient.
Our freezers stocked up, fridge.
I'll throw them away because I will not. I will not take the time to cook half of the time.
Yeah, no, I get it.
No, I hate to say it. I'm with Zeke. Like I hate cooking. Zeke is better at cooking than I am. 100%. Freezer meals save my life.
I love freezer meals.
I don't even tie my shoes ever.
I haven't. When I first buy a pair of shoes, I tie them once, and I don't think I've ever tied them again.
That's me. And Zeke gets so mad at me when I just take them off and they're tied. He's like, "You're ruining."
I don't get mad at him when she takes them off when they're tied. I get mad at her when she
stomps
on them and breaks the back of them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
I think all mine are broken.
Cooper is with me.
Then you guys need to get.
It's way better than tying your shoes.
A shoehorn?
Yes.
What is that?
Yeah.
You know what a shoehorn is?
Creighton's only showed me a shoehorn.
I showed you a shoehorn
in 9th grade. Yeah, and I've had a shoehorn ever since.
Dude, they're so
nice.
I
don't really use them anymore, but I used to. Yeah.
Well, I use a shoe.
I haven't either.
I used to use a shoehorn, but my grandpa used to use shoehorns. But it's basically a stick. It's like it almost looks like a piece. If a piece of celery was metal in a way. No, it's kind of bad.
No, that's a good. I think that's a good analogy. It's like kind of curved, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's thin, but it's curved.
It's like if a spoon got smashed.
You stick it in the back of the shoe by the heel, and then you're just able to slip your foot in. It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't smush the back of the shoe. It'll just slide right in. Like with my football cleats, I had to use a shoehorn or else I couldn't get
I did too.
Yeah.
Yep, I did too.
People over the age of 80
usually have
who can't bend over,
and they have big long shoehorns.
Your grandpa had a long one.
My grandpa had a really. It's like on a freaking walking stick. He would just shove that thing down there. But he is an awesome man.
Or I had these boots you don't even have to tie them. They just have like a little circle thing right there.
This the boa?
Yeah, and you just like twist it.
For your ski boots?
No, they're like.
But it's the same thing.
Oh, really?
But it's the
yeah,
same
it's the same.
concept.
I think it's boa too. I think it says. Boa.
It's just the brand of it.
Yeah.
But
technology, because they're all like, like my snowboarding boots when I had them when I was snowboarding were those. Yeah.
But what I was going with that, you guys need to get On Clouds. Sorry, there's not a better shoe if you don't like to tie shoes.
Really?
Oh my gosh, there's.
You got to get this like style.
You got to get the style.
I have to tie.
Yeah, there's a style where they have their little. Let's see if I can just grab one.
Are they your blue ones?
Yes.
Okay, I
they're
can
not
picture
here. But anyway, the laces are stretchy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you don't tie them still. They're just like kind of almost like they're built in.
Okay.
But they stay on your foot so well, but they're so easy to put on.
Really?
They're the best shoes ever. I got them from my mother-in-law.
Are those ones you spilled beans on?
Yeah. So I got
beans?
a whole freaking barrel of baked beans on these boys. I
love baked
I
beans.
did not wear them once, and I spilled filled the shoe with beans.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Ew.
It was on our wedding day.
Oh.
Because my mother-in-law gave those shoes to me.
Those baked beans were good too.
Oh, they're so good.
They were so good.
Yeah, your food was good.
It was great.
Dude, we gotta go sometime. It's my dad's buddy's shop.
Oh, it was
And they do
so-
barbecue like every Saturday.
So good.
They do that food every Saturday. It's so good. Shout out All About Cafe.
Shout out.
Shout out. But anyway, me and Cooper go pick up these. The shoes are just chilling in the back, but we go pick up all my food for the wedding. And my mother-in-law just gave me these brand new On Clouds. Brand new. I've never even put them on. And I was going to wear them for our send-off. For our wedding. And they're just chilling in the back. Well, one of the beans, they're like in these tin trays. And the beans were like spilling out, I guess. We didn't realize while we were driving. And so now we're in a time crunch, like to get to the temple. And now I have beans just spilled all over my shoes.
Is your mom's car?
And all over my mom's car.
Oh no.
And I'm like, and we got to be at the temple in 30 minutes. Oh, we have to leave to go to the temple
To get
in 30
sealed?
minutes. To get sealed.
Okay.
So I think you were inside cleaning your shoes, and I had like a bowl full of dishwater out scrubbing the car out. Out of there.
Dude,
So did he get it all clean?
I did. I got it all clean and it came out the shoes.
And he still ended
Really?
up wearing the
Stop.
shoes.
I still wore the
yeah,
shoes.
because I was gonna say I thought you wore
Wow.
those
I did.
shoes. Yeah.
I cleaned so well. And those shoes clean. I put them in I scrub as hard as I could. Freaking hot ass water, like boiling. And dish soap. And I'd scrub, and I shoved those boys in the dryer.
And they were gonna
Good
go.
as new.
Dude, so
I'm proud of
if
you.
you can't discuss it on this, then that's fine. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
But I've been to a couple ceilings now.
Okay.
They've all been wonderful. Yours was
Yeah.
amazing. But I will say, what took so long? Because we sat there for like legit an hour.
Really?
And I had to pee so bad before I got in there. And I was like, didn't want to be late.
Uh-huh.
And so I hurried and ran in. And I kept being like, I'm just going to hurry and go to the bathroom. But I'm like, oh, shoot, what if I just miss it? So I just waited. And I was sitting next to
Really?
Cooper. And I was complaining to him the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yep.
I'm like, I'm about to explode. Like, this
Yeah.
is so bad. And then you guys finally came in. But I was just curious. Was there something that took longer?
Not necessarily. We just had the temple president and his the matron or whatever.
Did they talk
They
to you
just
throughout
talked
the
to
time?
us forever.
They didn't
Really?
talk to us for a while.
Because they came in, like, the lady came in and apologized like 3 times. Like, sorry, we're having a hold up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was going to ask, but I was like, I wonder
That was
whatever
not
happened.
us.
I didn't even
I
realize
thought-
it took long.
Really?
I thought my bet was on either Creighton was crying and couldn't hold it together,
What?
or Bracken ran away.
Did you?
You asshole!
Those were the top two. What am
What?
I saying?
Oh,
Our whole row had some bets going on.
Who was
Yeah.
in the row?
Dude,
like
I was
me,
like swearing.
Jace,
We all bet the same thing, but
Tom,
we were like,
no,
dude,
Tom wasn't in there.
Creighton's not even going to be able to talk. We thought
Yeah,
that
were you crying or you
You
feeling?
cried for like a split second and then didn't
That's
cry
it?
at
Yeah,
all.
no, I was chilling.
But everybody thought that you were just going to be like the flood works. And,
No,
and
dude.
you were. We were so surprised.
Zeke was crying so much.
Yeah, I cried a lot.
Yeah, you did.
And I did not expect that. And I feel like that's what made me cry. Because I feel like I'm not a big... Like, I am, like, a crier, but
No, you
not...
cried a lot though.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And I was, like, totally unexpected. I thought you would be, like, bawling.
Well, here's the thing, like,
really cry
ever
about it.
since, like, before my mission, like,
You
I
were
was a big crier.
yeah.
Ever since my mission, like, I just
changed.
not. I'm
Really?
not a crier.
Because I remember...
I don't cry that much.
Yeah.
I'm a
Really,
crier
really.
when other people cry. Like, my buddy got married, like, a week and a half ago now. He's a Braden. He's, like, one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
and he was crying he was crying when he was like hugging his parents afterwards.
Okay.
And I like have to look away because like I will literally start crying. Like when you opened your mission call, like I teared up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cried at that too.
That's such a pain.
But it's just
no,
because
you were. It was sweet.
So you want to hear something funny?
What?
So sorry, I just kind of throwing Creighton under the bus again. But anyway, so I missed his mission for a while, right? Because I was on my mission, but my parents went.
Oh my gosh, I already remember this.
The only thing my dad sends, so my dad sends me like a message right after. He's like, Creighton's talk, pretty good. Cried a lot. Didn't really understand what he was saying.
Dude, I remember I thought it was amazing.
Thank you. It's just in the Wilsons' genetics to just shit on everything.
I love that.
That is true.
I will say this though.
My mom shits on everything.
You're so much more like I know you guys kind of talked about this with Chyler, and like our conversation kind of went how he said, but like I was like, no, dude, Cooper's like I for better words like. I don't want to call you like an asshole in high school, but like
no, I was.
I know.
You
can be pretty mean to people without ever having talked to them before.
Yeah.
And now I feel like people you didn't like in high school, like you're super super cool to now.
I'm trying to be better. That's why. Like I'm the same. Like I have the same feelings towards them.
But it's just more I hate so many people.
Well, no, I didn't hate them in high school. Yeah. Just people thought that just because I was just kind of naturally a douchebag.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't like. How do I explain this?
You're naturally a douchebag.
Yes, like I didn't really care. I was like, they can think what they want. I'm gonna be me. I think it's funny if I zip tie their Jeep. I think it's funny if I zip tie this. So zip tie their backpack shut. So
I never thought you were mean.
That's good. But yeah,
if it's worth anything.
Oh, I'm gonna say something right now. You threw me under the bus. I'm gonna throw you right back under, pal.
Good. I'm an open book.
For the longest time, Maizey, this man has thought you hated him.
I did till about 3 weeks ago.
Wait.
I don't think Maizey hates anybody. I've never heard Maizey say like.
I'll be like I'll joke and I barely said I hate so many people, but I like literally don't hate anyone. But especially you. I've always liked you.
Why? What's the
why
reasoning?
did you think that?
Because I remember a few times. Like we'd be in a group or something, and like at first like it's just whatever. And I'm like Maizey never says anything to me. I was like, okay, whatever.
That'd be fair because Maizey sure says stuff to everybody.
And then I'm like, she's not saying anything to me. And then like I'd see her around, and like I remember the first time we were at Piot, we were at the gym, and like we were together, and she's just like, "Hi, Creighton," and I'm standing right there and just walks past. I'm like. I don't think she likes me.
That actually makes you feel like an asshole.
No, it's alright. I guess I'm the same way. Put off the same vibes.
Okay, I want you to know though, it was never intentional because I like am thinking about it now and I like can't even remember. Like I wasn't like I'm gonna say hi to Creighton right now and not Cooper. I was just being a dick. Probably.
No, like legit. I was like me and Creighton. I would brainstorm with Creighton. I'm like.
Why
I was thinking back to high school. I'm like, I must have been.
No, you did nothing to me.
But even that alone, I don't think. Would you have ever cared? Even a little bit in high school.
That what?
If Maizey liked you or not.
No, not at all.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying.
But like I'm getting a lot, like Creighton said, like not throw my family under the bus, but like I am going to. Like, yeah, they are just like they just are kind of like that all the time.
They're just blunt. They're just
blunt.
They're very blunt.
Which is fine.
Which is good in a lot of cases.
Yeah, at the same time, like I think being blunt is good, but at the same time, like you need to like as I've got older, like I've realized like networking is really important. Like you need to make friends with the right people.
I agree.
Like not only just like because it's a good thing to do, but like helps you out like business, life, everything. So like.
Well, you know I like you now, right?
We're getting there.
Because I really like you. Really.
Sorry, Zeke.
I think with that too, like I don't know. I feel like as people get older, or at least like a lot of our friends, like now that they're out of high school and stuff, I think everybody can be mean to people in high school. Like I don't think there's anybody who didn't do something that they regret to somebody in high school. But you start to feel bad for it. I think especially a lot of people who went on missions. I know there'll be times I'll be sitting on my mission, like not even like being mean to somebody, but not like being nice to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not going out of your way. Like it's not like you bullied them, but like it's like I could have definitely like been better at reaching out or just like being nice to that person. Like now I can tell it meant a lot. Like I think a lot of people try to be more that way once they get home. I know I definitely have, and I think you're just happier too. Like it just like
it's
naturally brings in like a happy spirit. You feel better about yourself. Like along with that, it's just
okay.
Yeah.
So question along with that then, because I've thought about this a lot actually. Is it because unfortunately I will be dead honest. There's some people where I just have such a hard time with. Like I'm not.
You know, I feel that way too.
I think we've talked about this.
We did when we were at Texas Roadhouse.
I think you're right. So I want to. There's literally just I just have such a hard time with, and if I'm not, how do I word this? Like I'll be mean to them. Mm-hmm. Not because like I want to be mean to them, but just because like I cannot be nice to them.
Stand them.
I cannot stand them. Yes. Right. So is it better for me to try to completely handle those feelings and put it aside and be nice to them and come off like fake, or is it like better to come off like, you know what, I don't care to be nice to you?
I think I'm gonna touch on 2 points. So the first one is like, you know, when like a mom has a baby and she's like loves her baby, she thinks it's like the cutest baby in the entire world, and you can look at it and be like, this is literally the
like
ugliest
ugly.
baby.
Yes.
You can still find something good to say. You don't have to be like, oh, your baby's so cute if it's not, but you can be like, oh my gosh, I love these shoes, or something like that. I feel like you can always find something good about somebody. Like if you really can't, I don't think that's on them. I think that's on you a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I agree. There's people who can bother me in a lot of ways, and like I feel like one, I don't spend a lot of time with them because I feel like your time is your most important thing, and you should spend it with the people that you enjoy spending it with.
Yep.
Right. But like when you do see them, run into them, stuff like that, like it's not necessarily you have to go like spend a lot of time with them, but I think a lot of the times like you can find something about them that you can respect or enjoy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Second part of it, I still think a lot of people, and I know I still do it, we all can probably think of a moment in the past where we did something because we felt unconfident or didn't feel accepted, and we did something that like we regret or just like was kind of weird or stuff like that. I always sympathize with that really hard because I think that's like the worst feeling like I've felt like back in junior high, elementary school, stuff like that, where I'd feel it at times. Yeah. It's like a lot of times I can see why people act in the way they do. Mm-hmm. And it's almost just like I hope that they can feel like accepted, at least to an extent. Like find one of those things about them, especially because we've all done it. I know we can all think of people that we don't have to name, but like we haven't been like even particularly mean. Like we've had friends who were mean to them, stuff like that. But like there's people that we definitely could have been more accepting to.
Of course.
But we just didn't. One, maybe like we just didn't feel like we had the most in common with them or get along. Or maybe it's just everybody else is doing it and it's just kind of like a bandwagon approach. But I feel like I almost like make up for that. Like I compensate for like past sins by trying to make sure
I know you're saying.
Nice to everybody in that way.
I know you're saying. Because what a terrible, I mean, I know, what a terrible feeling, like, for example, here's, to play to your point here, Zeke, for example, we're in the new year, right? Mm-hmm. And you see all these things on social media and TikTok, especially if you like to follow gym stuff, and you see all these people, these TikTokers make, oh, it's the new year and all these new people are here at the gym.
It's
so
annoying.
blah blah blah. But like, what a terrible feeling it is to be that new person at the gym.
100%.
And feel uncomfortable, don't feel confident in yourself, and now you have all these gym rats that are hard to be around anyway. And they're like, and you feel uncomfortable because of them. Yeah. You're feeling comfortable in yourself, you don't feel confident, now you have all these assholes making fun of you for being there, for trying to better yourself 100%. That year. Yeah. What a terrible feeling.
What a terrible feeling.
So, I kind of like that. I like that point.
Well, and then you always have like, who's the one guy who will always post videos? I mean, he gets a ton of views on him. He's always wearing like a snapback, but like he's
got a big black beard.
Yeah, and he'll the first part of his video will be that video when somebody's being mean to somebody in the gym, and he basically just calls him out on it.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know who the guy, but I've seen.
I have where they like stitch with it.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of the videos I feel like I see is when somebody's trying to take a video of themselves in the gym, in like a public gym, and somebody walks by. And then they like roll their eyes and come up and grab their phone, or they'll say something to them.
Yes.
Like, why do you feel like you should say that? Like you're in a public gym, like it's a shared space.
Yeah. Sorry. I bite my nails. He hates it.
See, she picks at her lip, and I do the same thing. But dude, that pisses me off, and I think that's why I want to make a gym. Like, I want people to go to the gym. I love the gym. I love the gym. It's not because I have an amazing body. I don't know why I love the gym.
So much, yeah.
But I want everyone to, like, I feel like, coming from, like, talking to my family, sometimes, like, I really want my family to go, but sometimes they don't feel comfortable or confident. And a lot of it comes from the douchebags that are at the gym.
Yeah.
Dude, I want the gym. I want to make a gym where somehow I can make it so it's not like Planet Fitness where, like, they have a buzzer.
Yeah.
But, like, where they can go and, like, feel safe.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
And feel confident and, like, but they can still love the gym.
Dude, I saw something sweet. That's a good idea. So, it's like pod gyms, but they're shipment containers. And there's a bunch of them.
Okay.
And you can kind of go in and, like, you share it with, like, a friend or something like that, but, like, you have your own, like, it's just like a storage container, like one of the big ones.
So you rent? Are you saying you rent the gym out? Or
I don't know exactly how, like, the pay works, but, like, they're like, it's like basically like a big parking lot is what it looked like.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of these pods.
That's kind of cool.
Which seems like it would be a good way that you can kind of feel like.
And container stuff are getting big right now, like container houses and stuff.
I just want a gym,
that's
like,
cool.
we talk about this a lot, but because we want to do a gym too,
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. But just a gym, like, and you aren't really worried about, like, making money off the gym.
Yeah.
Like, you're already set up. So, like, there is a douche in there freaking out about people walking in front of their camera.
Just kick them out.
You're
Just
like,
be
get out.
You're like,
get
dude, you're
here.
out and you don't have a membership here.
Yeah.
Like, this is our gym, just get out.
Here's your
Like,
monthly.
I think that'd
Here's
be
your
so
monthly
sick.
feedback.
Exactly.
Get out. Yeah.
See, that's what I would love. Like, I hate. There's nothing worse that pisses me off more is like than douchebags at the gym.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse. There really is nothing
there
worse.
really
Sort
is
of
nothing
entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't own this place. Because you have big muscles, because you have a six-pack, because your back is ginormous, does not mean you own this place.
Yeah.
Or
right?
I found it's usually the dudes that aren't that big.
And it's usually the guys that aren't that
Yes.
big.
And then they're wearing the wife beaters, and
Yes.
and they're just
You've
looking at
listened to the
everyone
podcast.
that like might even be bigger or anything
Yeah.
like that. So I mean, there's nothing worse than feeling out of place anywhere. Like that
Yes,
was just
I agree.
that is horrible.
And there's nothing worse than seeing someone that, if you see someone that feels out of place.
You just want to go up to them and be
Yeah.
like, "You're freaking awesome."
I know.
Like, good job.
All right, so you guys want to start a gym, started a podcast, kind of started a carpet cleaning company for like a split second.
Yes.
Where, I know like the main thing right now, and you guys haven't plugged it, so I'm going to plug it right now. It's, what's it called?
We're not launching it yet.
No.
Wait. Are you the podcast?
No, not the podcast. The concert.
Oh, yes. Level up concrete lifting.
It's
Shout
Level Up Concrete Lifting, a Sea Bash service. Right?
Shout out.
Yeah, it's a sponsored
shout
by
out.
Seabash.
If you need concrete lifted or insulation in your walls,
Spray foam, baby.
spray foam, hit these guys up. But anyways, so you're talking about all these other things, and I've heard you guys talk about other people's like business ventures. So we haven't really heard about this. So like, what's going on, and like, where do you guys want that to be in like 5 years from now?
I think this concrete lifting is just a means to get us to where we really want to do, right? There's concrete lifting is basically where concrete has sunken or become unlevel with another slab of concrete, and we basically can, with our setup, can go in and drill like 2 or 3 holes, and with our special spray foam insulation or spray foam setup, we can lift that concrete to the perfect level. Mm-hmm. So we can go and take sunken concrete and we can level it.
Oh, that's way cool.
Right. So we want to take that. I mean, it's easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy because you definitely have to have. There's a lot of equipment that you need and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like when you have the equipment,
But like once you have the
you can
equipment
do it
and
pretty-
know how, you can do it super like
Yeah.
time wise. It's not super time consuming is what I'm
gotcha.
trying to say.
Yeah.
Right. And it's pretty. I'll be honest. It's like decently lucrative. And so it's just a means to get us to honestly where we want to go with like gyms.
Yeah.
And we
Like
have
a freedom thing.
like the freedom thing,
Yeah.
right? So it's a means. It's like a means to our ultimate freedom, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Like it's a means to our also thing that we're launching we have a big announcement coming here soon.
That's soon.
I already
I'm
know what it is.
excited.
Right. We're not gonna say too much about it because it's a big thing coming
It's a
out here
big
soon.
thing.
We've worked it so hard. This is like 4 or 5 years in the making.
Stop. That's awesome.
We've had this dream. We're gonna launch it here pretty soon.
Now I'm really
Did
excited.
you guys kind of tweak it?
We'll tell you about it after the podcast.
I think did I see it on Instagram?
No.
I didn't. Oh, okay. I thought I
Like
did.
we got the licenses and registration and stuff already. Or
You
just,
got all of it.
We got all.
almost just about.
We won't say too much more on the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll take it
Okay.
after.
All right.
Because
But
we're gonna do a big launch.
okay.
So
That's
Anyways,
awesome.
yeah, so that's what you're doing. I'm not like a concrete expert or anything like this, but like if I have like a normal slab of concrete like in the garage, you know how like they break them up so that they like don't break. How much is it to like raise one of those?
It's hard to say because, I mean, every situation is super unique, so you kind of got to assess. But let's just say you got a slab of concrete with like 0 breaks in it, and it's just sunk in, and you need to lift it like an inch or two. Mm-hmm. Let's just say, I don't know, you can be like $600 ish. $600, but it really does. It varies a ton. Like it really does. It's hard to just kind of put a blanket on that, but
like if your whole driveway's out of whack, then you have to lift like a bunch of different slabs. Like it's obviously going to be more.
Yeah.
So it's
more
really
time and
case by case.
Yeah.
And like we're still super new to the business. Like we're going to a big seminar in February.
In Vegas, you said?
In Vegas. So that'll help us a little bit more. And
that'll be awesome.
It'll be good, but we're excited. I mean, the problem is I have so many things I want to do that it's just like, how do I do it?
It's just hard though if you chase too many rabbits at once. Like you don't catch any.
I think the hardest thing though, like we'd be so good just to like get up and go, but it's just all the legal stuff.
Legal stuff sucks.
Like it's just like that's literally all the time we spent like pretty much doing this stuff. It's just like the legal side.
But luckily with this, and like even with concrete lifting and the podcast, like it's all been super fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we feel super passionate about it. So that's been our driving force, luckily.
I feel like you guys do it more as a hobby.
Yeah, it's been a huge hobby for us, honestly. So that's what big driving force is.
That's nice.
So, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I want to do. And I'm just that personality, you know.
Brock, what are your kind of long-term plans, 15-year?
Oh, boy. I don't know.
Your guys's, I guess.
It's hard. I feel like I don't have as many, like, I guess, dreams as everyone else. Like, I feel like for me, like, I want to, like, get into a career that I love.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Right now I'm working at a title company. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Could I turn it into a career? Possibly, but we'll see. But it's just kind of like, I want to find a job that's flexible, where it's like, especially like when we do like start having kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop working because I don't have the personality type where I could just be a stay-at-home mom. I think I'd go insane.
Stay-at-home Creighton.
Dude, I'd be down. If you made enough money, I'm chilling at home, bro.
So I want to find a job that's like I could work from home if
for
needed.
sure. Yeah.
So it's like I could like work in the office sometimes and work from home sometimes. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like for sure would want that figured out in the next 15 years.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Obviously,
no.
I want 3 kids. He wants
5.
So we'll have 3.
So we'll have 3. No, that's like a big part of why. I mean, not like the biggest, but a huge part of why I like want to do esthetician stuff is because it's flexible that way with kids. I feel like that's a huge thing. But I feel like titles that way too. There's a lot. There's a lot of opportunities to work from home.
If I got to be like an escrow officer, like I feel like there's a lot
like
more opportunity than where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
But that's
well,
just
good for
something
you.
We'd have to see with the company and see if there's any.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you guys ever want to move out of Utah at all?
Yeah, well, we've talked about like we kind of like
Wyoming, baby.
We don't mind living in Wyoming.
Yeah.
But we also want to move to Portugal for like
a year.
We talked about that a little bit. That would be so cool.
Yeah,
something like that.
We really want to move to Portugal.
We want to do that like before we have kids.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
If it's not before you have kids, most
it's
likely
hard. That's exactly how I feel. Like all that traveling stuff, I'm like.
As I talked about, like I want to learn Spanish better than I know it. Like mission cut short, didn't get to completely like perfect it.
Yeah.
I keep telling Maizey I want to move to Spain for like a year. She's not really about it.
I'm not down for a year, I'm not gonna lie. I would rather. I think it'd be super cool to go live there for like 3 months or like.
Here's the thing, though, Maizey. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand. Yeah. Like, in a lot of ways, countries like Spain and Portugal, they're a lot more advanced than America.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, and a lot of people don't think that, but it's true. So like, when I lived in Portugal, I never ever felt like, oh, this sucks. I'm roughing it. You know what I mean? The only thing would be being away from family for me.
And I think a lot of it is. I served my mission in Mexico.
No, for sure.
You heard about Mexico, but I guarantee Spain is it's very, very different than Mexico.
It's a different world, you know.
Yeah. No, I want to go. I'm not sure not going off. I would be down to just move there right now.
How about going on a vacation there?
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah. And we could do a long vacation. Like we could be like, we're gonna go there for a month.
Yeah.
And then if I love it, I would be like, let's do it. Let's move.
But one of these times you guys go to Portugal, we want to come.
Yeah, we want to come for sure.
Well, we're gonna go in September, October.
we're down. That's when I'll end.
That's their first trip.
No, we're looking for people to go.
Yeah, no, we'd rather people come.
No, we want people to come.
The more people who come, the cheaper.
I'm down.
No, we want, like, we're trying to get the details more in our head before we were to invite you guys.
No, I think traveling in general is just, like, something I want to do so badly before we have kids.
Well, we're thinking of even going to Portugal and Spain.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I would be so down for. I just want to see.
It's like a $20 flight from Portugal to Spain.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like maybe $50.
Wow.
It's basically like the two together smaller than Texas. So.
It is.
No, I want to go to Spain.
Yeah.
Hunts there though.
They got some ibex or something.
Yeah, they got like a bunch of Spanish ibex there. Like,
does your family travel to not hunt, or is it only?
That's a good question. I don't think they do. I never thought about that.
My dad doesn't, but my mom does, and sometimes they don't even go together just because my mom wants to go so bad. My dad literally has no desire unless it's for hunting. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, like we've been on. I think the last like legit family vacation we went on was like all together was like Hawaii when I was 14, 15.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because you've traveled a lot for...
Yeah.
You haven't gone on family vacations for 8 years?
No, that's like just big ones. Like, we've gone on...
Like little things here and there.
Little things,
probably
yeah.
Went on a lot
like
of
different
baseball
states,
tournament
like,
ones
yeah,
and stuff like that.
I think those counts too, like going as a family to Arizona to Phoenix for a baseball tournament or California somewhere.
Yeah. How big is your family?
There's 4 kids.
Okay.
So I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest.
Got a brother and sister that are twins. They're
Okay.
18. And my youngest sister is 14.
Okay.
And he's got a corgi.
Oh, that counts.
Corgi, there you go.
Those count.
All right.
Corgi and a border collie.
Oh, really?
I have something to talk about. People are going to think I'm soft. It's not controversial.
Okay.
I have no issue with it at all. I eat them. But one thing I decided I just can't do. My dad didn't like to hunt. He did when he was younger, so he never took me hunting, anything like that. I've shot birds. But I don't have any desire to look down a gun and like shoot a deer or an elk or anything like that. I would truly feel bad.
That's how
I said, I don't have any issue with it. I eat them. I very much a carnivore.
Yeah.
Like
I
we need the meat, but unless I had to, I don't even like venison, anything like that. Yeah. I don't think I could do it.
What about elk though?
Elk's good, but I'd still rather like Cooper shoot it and then
like
give
elk.
Me some of the
Yeah,
meat.
yeah.
Like I think
that's
can't do it.
like 100% understandable. Like I could totally see people doing that.
Yeah.
I just have the problem with people that are like
Don't
bag on
care.
hunting and
Like,
stuff
why
so
would you
much,
say that?
but then they'll go eat a hamburger.
Literally.
I'm like, okay, what's the difference? Like,
Yeah.
are you putting a deer's life above a cow's life?
Yeah.
Then? Like,
It's
that's not
that,
very-
but it's
I
like
agree with
the
that.
way you people hunt is 20 times more humane than how beef is raised.
100%.
Yeah.
Way more humane, and like it even gets to like you could go off about this. Even like people bitch about like hunts in Africa and all this stuff, but like because of hunting in Africa, that's how you protect like endangered species.
Yeah.
Right? Because the only income those animals are getting are from hunters, right? And a lot of the time that money will go towards protecting endangered
Really?
species.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
there's a country in Africa that's a really good example. It's called Botswana, and the government there they banned hunting. So a lot of countries in Africa, like hunting is their number one source of income.
Yeah.
Like people come from Europe or
To go
America
hunt
to
in
go
Africa.
hunt, and paying the money. And a lot of countries over there won't let the locals hunt.
Well, those
So-
hunts are like crazy expensive, right?
It depends on which one, but some of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so then like all like the kind of PHs or professional hunters, outfitters out there, they usually donate the meat to like the different villages and stuff.
Right.
Really?
So that's how they get their meat. But anyway, in Botswana, they banned hunting, and like they don't have elephants there anymore because poacher just came in and like killed all the elephants for the ivory and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I've seen a lot of them. Like, don't they go in and like when they have like the animals have babies, they'll detusk them and dehorn them and stuff so that people keep them alive.
Like in like parks and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's like the hunters, like the outfitters out there that actually protect the animals because they want to like keep them around, right, to make money off them for the hunters.
So a lot of that money, some of that money goes towards just,
yeah, and like
them,
those guys
basically.
are living there, right?
Yeah.
So they're kind of always like driving around, checking the area, make sure no poachers.
And there's nothing more. In my opinion, there's nothing worse. A real hunter hates it more than a poacher, right? So if you a bunch of freaking hunters rolling around that have paid money to kill the animal you're going to kill for free, and they're all carrying guns, like I feel like that's an incentive enough not to be a poacher, because you have a bunch of dudes that are like probably willing to kill you for killing that animal that they paid for. So, but like they're really like, people don't see these things. National parks are paid not by the visitor but by the hunter.
Really?
We would not have national parks if we did not have hunters.
Yeah.
100%. There's no question about it.
That's cool.
So, like, a lot of people want to shit on hunters. Like, I 100%, I feel bad. I can't go. There's a lot of people, like, I have friends that will go out and, like, just kill animals to kill. And I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't go duck hunting because I have that same thing. I feel bad. I don't like to do it.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with hunting. Like,
right, there's nothing wrong with hunting. And I'm a hunter. I love hunting.
Yeah.
But, like, there's some cases I do feel bad, right? And that's I share that same thing, but I still like hunting.
Yeah. I feel like for me it's more like the fact that it's like the predator prey type of thing. Like, I think I could shoot like a coyote and not have like an issue with it or something like that. It's more like a deer, things like that. Like, I had a weird conversation about it with my dad the other day.
Yes, I was just gonna bring that up.
I said like I honestly in my head, and I'm probably I know I'm wrong. I've never experienced, but like, if somebody broke into my house, for example, I could shoot him. Like, I would not.
Yeah.
I think I could shoot them way easier than I could shoot, like.
But if I think I'd feel worse. I think I feel worse about killing a deer than I would about killing a deer.
Just like a helpless
situation, because it's like the intention of the living creature for me. It's like if I had like if I had like, have you seen that video of that mountain lion coming after the dude up Provo Canyon?
Yeah.
Like, I could shoot that.
Oh, I could shoot that like completely, but. Like, a deer that's not going to do anything to me, I think that's where I start to have an issue. Like, once again, I'm totally fine with that. I'm not against it, but I think that's where I have, like, that, in my head, that's where, like, the disconnect comes for, like, the hunting thing. For me.
I get that. I like, there's some animals I share that same thing. Like, I won't go out and... I don't know, it's hard for me to say because I do like hunting, but I know, like, I feel what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
Like, but when you go hunt, you, like, go hunt because, I mean... Well, one, because you like it, but two, like, you eat everything you shoot, right?
For the most part. I mean, like, I've killed coyotes, and I'm not going to eat those.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I've killed, like, stupid, like, pop guts and stuff like that, and I'm not going to eat that. But for the most part, I eat what I kill.
Yeah.
Well, I used to go on, when I was littler, and my dad and, like, all my dad's side, they would go on long elk hunts. And we would go, and I would be there. And it wasn't, like... I don't know. I don't feel like elk is, like, hard for me to... Like, that's not... It was always like, oh, like, I never felt bad.
Yeah. No, I
guess.
That's how my mom is, too. Like, some stuff... Like, my mom doesn't hunt at all or whatever, but she's, like, me and my dad will go hunt something. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, why would you shoot that? Like, that's so sad. But then, like, other
elk? Yeah,
other
I guess they never
be like, who cares? Like, like,
I don't know why.
I think it's just, like, how cute an animal is. Like, the cuter it is, they're like, oh, don't shoot that.
See, I do that, too. I'm like, he goes to Africa and shoots a zebra, and I'm like, why the hell would you shoot a zebra? Like, asshole. Shoot something that has
basically
horns.
A horse, yeah.
Dude, they're mean over there, though.
Are they actually?
Really?
Yeah, they bite each other's ears off.
Whoa.
Dude, I saw a zebra chasing after a cheetah on, like, Instagram.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, that is badass.
F that cheetah.
Do you guys, I feel like there's nothing more that, like, makes me want to kill someone than, like, animal cruelty.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when people, like, abuse their dogs.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I literally think that there's a special place in hell for people that abuse animals.
People that listen to the podcast, and my wife knows this, I practice kicking a lot.
I love your kicking.
I love to kick, and if I saw an animal abuser, I'd kick his head off.
Good.
I practice kicking a lot.
I practice kicking.
Dude, I love kicking.
He kicks all the time.
He does kick.
He'll stand up from the couch and just kick.
Like, we were watching Harry Potter for you guys who got here. There's Voldemort came on the screen. I'm like, dude, they should just kick him. Like, and I start practicing.
He's like, just do this.
Yeah.
You're a great kicker.
I kick a lot.
I wish I kicked like you did.
I practice a lot. I kick a lot.
Yeah. I actually, this is weird. I've been wanting to take boxing classes.
Dude, I do kind of do too.
Like,
boxing is fun. It's super fun.
I've never taken any, and Zeke's sister Kate for Christmas just got like the boxing gloves, like the punching bag or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she's been really wanting to take boxing classes, and I'm like, I really should do that. I feel like I...
Do it. Why don't you two do it together?
There's a place.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Really?
Yeah.
Don't you feel dead after you box? Like it's like an insane cardio.
Well, yeah, isn't it like an amazing workout?
It's super good.
Yeah.
See, like a martial art that I really want to learn. I want to learn jiu-jitsu desperately.
That'd be. You would be so good at that.
I'm like I'm so flexible.
Yeah, no, you are.
I'm so flexible. I'm pretty strong. Like I feel like if I learned jiu-jitsu, I'd actually be decent at it.
You would be badass. Yeah. It would be amazing.
The problem is you just can't kick.
Dude, the one kid who'd be so good if he got into it is Chyler.
Yeah.
Dude, like I know like people.
Shout out Chyler.
Yeah, shout out Chyler. No, but really, like the kid was so good at wrestling, but like I feel like it just translates so well into him because he got like because Chyler was like decently strong in high school. The kid's like really strong now.
Yeah, really strong.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
And he's just quick, like But I'd be so bad at one of those. I need to do it because I would be so bad at like rolling around on the ground with somebody. I'd just get my butt kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But we are nearing our time. Is there anything else you guys want to say or talk about?
Shout out to you guys, honestly.
Shout
Thanks
out to
for
you
having
guys.
us.
Thanks for being on.
We love it here.
We wanted to get you guys on a few weeks ago. Maizey fell sick.
Yeah, I was a victim.
Fell victim to
the Rona.
Yeah, I had coronavirus.
Are you serious, dog?
No.
Ebola.
I don't believe in that.
Felt kind of sick.
No.
Yeah,
Then we had
she just wasn't being tough, right?
I just wasn't being
You weren't
tough.
being tough. You need to practice kicking, dog.
Yeah, I know. I
Helps.
needed to.
Then we had another guest fall through today. So you guys came in clutch for a guest. So thank you guys.
Anytime.
Make it. It's fun.
But I think that's it. Alrighty. Live it up, baby.